We have to have and reclaim something about America. We've got to think about this country all over again. We've got to declare a new kind of war. We've got to think hard and long about what we're going to do and who we're going to support. Too often we've allowed ourselves to be languished in the background, ignoring the problems of this country. I'm telling you, this is a day that America has to wake up. America has to wake up, and those of you who are in this room have to wake up. We have to make a decision, a hard decision, that this country is worth our time and worth our effort. We have to make a decision that it is now time for us to act. We can no longer ignore the problems of the poor as if they are not our problems. Too many of us who think we're in the middle class, who think we're the middle income, too many of us are just one paycheck away from being poor. Too many of us who think that we're going to good schools right now, we got to try to figure out how we're going to get tuition to keep our daughters and sons in school. Too many of us who were comfortable with our homes now find ourselves not able to pay the mortgage and not able to stop the foreclosure. Too many of us have ignored the problems that are confronting America and America's population. Too many of us in the city of Chicago find ourselves closing our doors and pulling down the window shades and ignore the problems that are in our streets. It's time for us to wake up, America. It's time for us to wake up, Chicago. It's time for us not to decide that we're going to any longer be like the priest walking by the problem. We're not going to any longer be like the deacon who closed his Bible and walked ahead. We're going to be like somebody else. We're going to have to plant hope where there's hopelessness. We've got to find a new mission. Where is the hope for the hungry? Where is the hope for the homeless? Where is the hope for the children? Where is the hope? Look back to the story that Jesus told. The story is very simple. What is the first great law? The first great law is to love the Lord thy God with all our heart, with all our mind. That is the first great law, but it doesn't end there. It says that's the first great law. The second is to love thy neighbor as thyself. And love thy neighbor as thyself. We've got to get past not loving our neighbor. We've got to see our neighbor everywhere there is need. Every time there's a child that has no food, that's our neighbor. Every time there's a homeless person that has no place to live, that's our neighbor. Every time there's a young girl who has no father, men and brothers, you got to stand up and be that child's father. Every time we find ourselves passing by, we can no longer pass by. America and the God, Lord, I worship, calls upon us and challenges us to do the right thing. What do you think? Jesus said it this way. Which one of those is your neighbor? Which one of those was the right one? And the scholar said, the one who stopped and helped that little girl. The one who picked her up and carried her in his arms. The one who said, I am able to do what God would have me to do.